Welcome to Young Justice, right here at Comicstorian. My name is Benny and I'll be your narrator. Young Justice recently restarted within the world of comics, and by restarting, they have a brand new comic that started. Now, when the first issue dropped, we did it a long time ago, and I'm going to link it down below, but today it's time for us to do issues 2 through 6 and complete that arc for you. In our last video, we saw the coming together of the newly reformed Young Justice as the Guardians of the Dark Opal from Gemworld came to invade Metropolis. During the battle, something happened, throwing all of our teenage heroes into a portal that landed them in Gemworld. Though mostly everyone was separated, Impulse found the one person he never thought he'd see again, Superboy Connor Kent. As the dust finally begins to settle in the Topaz Forest, Ginny Hex sits in her truck when she notices a giant green giant laying on top of her. She gets up, poking the construct, asking if anyone's there. Hello? With no answer, she goes back to her truck, grabbing her shotgun, telling it that she's gonna try this again. Get the hell off my truck and show yourself before I blast a hole in that thing! A voice then tells her that she might not want to do that, and Ginny quickly turns her attention to Wonder Girl. Ginny asks who the hell is she? And Cassie asks if she was the one in Metropolis with everyone before all of this happened. Is she a part of the New Outsiders? Because she certainly isn't a Teen Titan. Ginny tells her, of course she is. I'm Beast Boy. And Wonder Girl forces out a laugh, telling her, sarcasm and a shotgun. As the two stare at each other, the green construct gets up, and a robotic female voice says, hey cool, Wonder Girl. Ginny lowers her gun, asking, can someone please tell her what is going on and where is this place? Wonder Girl tells her to hop in the truck, they could figure it out together. So she picks the truck up and begins to fly into the sky, asking the Teen Lantern if she'd like to sit in the passenger seat. But the Teen Lantern says that she's good. But seriously, where are they? Wonder Girl explains that they should be able to get a good sense of the land from up here, but before they can go on, the Gem Pegasus crashes into the truck. As Teen Lantern creates a pile of pillows, Robin asks if everyone's okay, and Amethyst asks if it's really him. Robin introduces Wonder Girl to Amethyst and admits that he isn't really sure who everyone else is just yet. So Wonder Girl then asks, how do we know each other? And Amethyst says that they don't, but this is her kingdom and they just. At that moment, a distorted voice calls out asking, your kingdom? Unbelievable. This is why almost everyone I know wants to kill you as much as I do. I am Lord Opal of Gemworld. Meanwhile, elsewhere on the Gemworld farm, Impulse hugs Superboy, asking if it's really him. Is it really you? And Superboy tells him, yeah, it's really me. Can you stop hugging me now? And Impulse says, nah, I'm too busy hugging. Superboy then asks, how are you here? And Impulse says, who knows? Where's here anyway? Superboy tells him that it's Gemworld, but before he can go any further, a guardian steps out shouting, there's one! Child of Earth, step away from that gem farmer. I am Carnelian of the Royal Court of Opal. I am law! You are not allowed to be here. This is not Earth. You are trespassing. Impulse asks, didn't you literally invade Earth like 20 minutes ago? Carnelian says, they came to Earth to confront the planet's greatest warrior and defend the court. Your planet has brought Gemworld to nothing but pain and suffering. Your Superman will answer for this. Impulse dances around at super speed, asking, you want a super beating? Well, I just so happen to know a super someone that can give it to you. Maybe this strange farmer person can shed some light on the subject for me. Isn't that right, anonymous farmer person? But as Impulse looks back, he sees Superboy on his knees with his hands behind his head. Impulse asks him what he's doing, but before getting an answer, Carnelian tases him, stating, that is not Superman, but it's at least something to bring to Lord Opal. Carnelian then looks down at Superboy, asking, why did that confused, sparkling Earth boy think that you were a person of concern? Superboy tells him that it's the shirt. The kid's kind of confused. He holds his blade closer to Superboy's throat, asking, are you an Earthling, or a Kryptonian, or both? Regardless of the answer, what are you even doing here? Just then, a woman holding a child asks Superboy if everything's okay. Carnelian says, who is that? And Superboy says, that is my wife. Later in the prison pits of Opal Castle, Robin leans up, stating that he's not blaming anyone for this. And Ginny calls out, well, I'm blaming someone! Teen Lantern says they took her power battery pack, and now she's sad. Robin calls out to Wonder Girl, and Wonder Girl responds, but says that there's something wrong here. She can't get them free. Amethyst then says that would be the Dark Lord Opal Gemworld casting. The entire room is now under his, well, control. It's made so that prisoners can't, think straight. Robin then asks if anyone here has heard from Impulse. He was with them in Metropolis when this all began. Wonder Girl tries again to break through the iron bar, stating that she is sorry, but she's going through some stuff right now. And Amethyst sighs, stating that reality itself is falling apart, and she is the only one who knows or can do anything about it, and she's stuck down here! Ugh! Back at the farm, Impulse jumps to his feet, running around asking dozens of questions before even the first one could be answered. First, he's wondering about the whole beard thing, and how can he grow one? Also, now Superboy has a wife and a baby? Superboy tells Carnelian that he apologizes for any misunderstandings, but if they leave now, we can all forget this ever happened. This is our home. We've done nothing wrong. You came onto our property by accident, and Carnelian asks, "Is that so? Everything that I see belongs to the Dark Lord. The fact that you didn't know that proves you are not from here." Superboy looks behind Carnelian at the other guards, telling them that if he shows them why they should just run away, will they promise not to say anything? No one outside this has to know. Carnelian lunges forward with his sword, but Superboy jumps up, punching him, shattering his suit of armor. The two guards stand there stunned. Superboy says, "Take your boss and leave. Forget about this place." The guards drag him away, and Superboy asks Impulse, "Were you the only one that came here?" Impulse races around, telling him, No. You don't get to ask questions until you explain how babies are made." Over in the prison pits, Robin tries to pass time by talking to everyone and asks Ginny why she was in Metropolis. She says it's because of the strange piece of luggage that belonged to her great-great-grandfather, a cowboy named Jonah Hex. Well, it would seem that during his travels, he would collect some weird stuff. It sounds crazy, but some of that stuff doesn't look like it came from Earth, or is in full working condition and is probably not safe, as the guards outside quickly discover by opening the truck. And they're quickly attacked by a giant tentacle monster. Ginny's assumptions are pretty accurate. While the guards are taken out, Robin says that he begins to feel different. Everyone says the same, and then there's a thud from a heavy pair of boots hitting the ground above them. Superboy rips open the prison pits, stating, "Hey, looks like you're in the pits." As the original team gets out, they all hug, and Ginny runs to her truck, shouting, "It's all here!" Wonder Girl asks what is this place, and Superboy tells her that he'll tell them all about it, but first they need to get out of here. This place is not what they think it is. Amethyst says that he seems to know the truth about this place. Whatever he's heard, it's far worse. Our team then escapes, with Amethyst calling upon her flying Pegasus with her sword. Robin tells her that that thing is cool and all, but she basically just let everyone know exactly where they are. At that moment, lightning strikes the ground, knocking all of our heroes away, including Ginny's truck. Wonder Girl asks if that is, and Superboy tells her, yeah, that was a blast of demonic evil magic from the Dark Lord. Lord Opal then rises and looms over everyone, stating that he is glad that the Kryptonian is aware of his presence. There were even special preparations made for this meeting. Superboy soon falls to his knees, and Robin looks back, asking if that's kryptonite. How could you have even gotten that? How does the Dark Lord of Gemworld get a piece of kryptonite from Earth? Lord Opal tells him that Earth has been caught violently trespassing on Gemworld. What was once theirs is now his. This includes the entire house of Amethyst. She has been warned, and she has no one to blame but herself. Superboy weakly says that he would like to make an offer, but Lord Opal asks, what could you possibly offer that doesn't already belong to me? And Impulse yells, hold that thought for a moment, I'll be right back. A split second later, Impulse returns asking, what did I miss? Lord Opal looks down as the kryptonite he once held has suddenly vanished. Superboy quickly shoots up, punching him, and a brawl breaks out. And as the fighting starts, the world begins to shake violently, and Amethyst asks if it's happening again. This is what she was warning the Council about. It's not Earth putting Gemworld in danger, it's the Dark Lord. His power is ripping reality apart. As the tremors fade, Wonder Girl asks, does everything look different, or is it just here? And Robin calls out to everyone to sound off. Is everyone okay? Teen Lantern asks what happened, and Amethyst says that she'll tell them exactly what happened. What they just witnessed was confirmation of a nightmare that she was afraid of. A nightmare that they may not be able to come back from. Dark Lord Opal's powers are so corrupted and out of control that every time he uses them, that happens. A large part of reality shifts, causing absolute chaos across all of Gemworld. Wonder Girl then yells, she sees him. He's been taken to his creepy castle. Once everyone has a moment to just catch their breath, Robin says that he has one thing that he would like to ask Superboy. Did you remember me? Superboy asks, huh? And Robin yells, I had forgotten about you. Someone had tampered with my memories and erased the entire Young Justice from my mind, Connor. I went to Metropolis to see why. Wonder Girl says that she remembers everything. The only person she doesn't remember is the new Green Lantern. Teen Lantern corrects her. Teen Lantern! We already have enough going on. Robin tells her, no, what is your story? Teen Lantern says that she is Keely Quintella. She is an 11-year-old who hacked into the Green Lantern power battery from her mother's place in Bolivia. She just thought that maybe it could land her an internship with the Justice League. Wonder Girl looks at Ginny and asks, well, what's your deal? So Ginny hops out of the bed of her truck, stating, the name's Ginny. I came to Metropolis to get some answers about this trunk. She opens the trunk, and as light shines out, Teen Lantern asks if that's one of the... And Ginny tells her, yep. Robin says that he thought it was a myth, and Superboy points out that it literally has a sign that says, do not touch. Amethyst then says that she'll do what she can to get them home safely once she ends the immediate thing with Lord Opal. She goes on to tell everyone that the Dark Lord is drawing power from his prime gem, which each of the houses holds. He keeps it locked in an enormous vault deep in the bowels of the fiery pits of his demonic castle. The combination to the vault is his own blood. It's also guarded by a tentacle-covered vermin creature that burns all living things it touches. If they can get past the monster, there's a 3-mile drop towards the core of... An Impulse holds up a large opal. Is this the thing that you were talking about that he's using? Amethyst stares at the gem asking, did you just go and get that? Impulse smiles. Yeah, super speed rules. Amethyst says, welp, Lord Opal's gonna really want that back. Just then there's a loud creaking sound that can be heard as he rises up as the castle. Wonder Girl asks if that monster Opal uses as a castle or a castle that he is using as a monster. And Robin tells her that Batman once told him that if you have to ask, does it really matter? Superboy shoots up into the air, shouting that he's going to punch a castle in the castle face. Lord Opal comes crashing down and he shouts, cursing Amethyst and Wonder Girl, telling Impulse to get that opal as far away from her as possible. As Lord Opal reappears, he shouts that the courts will hear what she has done today. Breaking the prime rule of the gem, you will be banished. Amethyst asks, is that so? And from behind, Teen Lantern wraps him up, allowing everyone to take their shots. As Impulse gets ready to hit him, he falls to the ground, yelling, no fair! And the world slowly reverts back to normal. After a few moments of silence, Robin tells Impulse that he can say it. And Impulse looks around excitedly, dashes back and forth, and simply screams out, Young Justice is back! Amethyst tells everyone that she will get everything arranged for them to return to Earth. And Superboy says, right, just let me get my stuff. He returns to the farm to say goodbye to his wife and child, who are, in fact, never really his wife and child to begin with. He tells everyone that when he arrived, Lofi was being harassed by some of the guards for not being with her husband. So he stepped in to protect her while she gave him a place to stay. But later at the royal chambers, Amethyst tells the other houses that she requests that they do a full investigation into the fall of Opal. They also need to thank the Young Justice here and help them return to their world immediately. She understands that some of the houses here are uncomfortable with her actions as of late, which is why she is willingly returning to Earth as well. Robin then thanks everyone and apologizes for any inconvenience their presence may have caused them. Emerald says that Gem will never forget what they have done here, and as everyone gets into positions, the portal opens, and soon everyone disappears. Emerald says that with that, Amethyst has been banished from Gem forever, and Turquoise asks what did she just do? Emerald goes on stating that Amethyst has disobeyed their request to halt her meddling into royal affairs. The rest of the council agreed, and Turquoise is stunned. Where did you send them? Where is Amethyst? Where is Young Justice? And that concludes the first arc of Young Justice. Now, if you want to see Young Justice exploring the multiverse, which is what they're doing now, hit that video with a like. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and let me know in the comments down below. Benny, I want more of this Wonder Comics version of the Young Justice. Don't forget we also have a Patreon, patreon.com/Comicstorian, and I'll see you guys next time right here.